So is your favorite YouTuber? And yeah. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Shalom Johnson, and I'm here to another amazing video. Well, basically, normally students go for IT, they're 300 level, as for those that are offering 5K course. But apparently, we are not going. Yeah, so we are doing this program. Let me put it like that. We call mock summit. So I just want to show you guys, just how it's like.
When presidents, head of states, representatives, delegates, or envoys are entering, we all give them the standing ovation and please stand as they enter. Thank you. Please, may we rise. Thank you. United States of America. Next is the President of the Prime Minister of the United States. Next is the Foreign Minister of Russia. The next is the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia. The next is the Foreign Minister of Canada. The next is the President of Egypt. Next is the President of Brazil. Next is the President of Turkey. The next is the President of Australia. The next is the Foreign Minister of North Korea.
Korea. That is not South Korea.
The representative and envoy of New Zealand. The next is the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Next is the President of Uganda. The next is the President of Ukraine. The next is the Prime Minister of Samoa. The next is the Prime Minister of Bangladesh. Next is the Foreign Minister of Senegal. And the last but not least, the Foreign Minister of Kenya. Thank you very much for this warm welcome you have given to the President, Foreign Minister, diplomats, envoys, and representatives of every republic and state, and most especially the United States of America, and is the Vice President of the United States of America. I now welcome the representative of the United Kingdom. I now welcome Foreign Minister of France. Coming up next is the President of Brazil. Thank you for the welcoming, for the warm welcome of the head of state, head of government, diplomats, foreign ministers, and envoys here present. Thank you very much.
One of the breaking news reported live from the CNN, the United Nations General Assembly is about to start. I'm Christian Amapro. Thank you.
La lors de la discussion en direct d'information لدنيا الفيديو بروبودون de France 24.
وده في الأخبار العاجلة القادمة على الهواء مباشرة من قناة الجزيرة.
Next agenda is the opening remark by the chairperson of the occasion. The HOD.
The U.S. Secretary General, the President General of Assembly, and the diplomat, the presidents of the various nation states, as well as the foreign ministers and the diplomats, and the entire students of international relations. I am very, very excited and delighted this morning to stand with the existing protocol. Good morning. The UN General Assembly Mock Summit is a beginning of transforming our knowledge of diplomacy and international relations into practice by our able students of international relations in the Department of International Relations here in Air Force Institute of Technology, Afit. The essence of all our knowledge that we are imbibing is to enhance our level of understanding, creativity, as well as to transform us to become people with critical mind, whereby in the future we are going to know what to do and what not to do. From there, we are going to help our nation in terms of nation building, as well as the international system in general. Because we are training you as a diplomat, we are training you as a potential peacemakers, as a potential making progress and peace in the world at large. You understand? Not even training you as a domestic, you understand, staff in some domestic organization. That is why my department is different, international relations and orders. You understand? We have 22 departments in Afit, but we have international relations department and orders. Why? Because we are dealing with the world. Then we are dealing with some peculiar aspects of the world. Why? We are dealing with the world. You understand? And here is a replica of United Nations General Assembly. That you will see someone among you will stand as Antonio Guterres, stand as Amina Muhammad, and someone among you will stand as, Professor Tijan Muhammad Bandi. That is the UN General, Secretary General, the Deputy Secretary General, as well as President of the United Nations General Assembly. And indeed, someone among you will stand as a France, representative, either as the Prime Minister of France or President, as well as someone among you will stand as the President of Nigeria, Federal Republic of Nigeria, and he's going to mimic and stand just like the Nigerian President and talk as the Nigerian President is talking. Likewise, someone will talk on behalf of Xi Jinping, a great president that he is leading over 2 billion people in the world. Now, that is the replica of practical aspects of international relations and diplomatic relations. Now, we created this as a rule, you understand, for training you. It's a training ground to make you as a diplomat and potential diplomat in the future. I here to declare the UN General Assembly International Summit 2023 for our prospective graduate, by God's grace, open. I wish you all the best in your education.
Thank the chairperson of this occasion for this eye-opening remark he has given us all. The next is the proposed Afit anthem by one of our colleagues and his other colleagues. I welcome Babajide and his crew members.
And this proposed anthem was initially created to as a GST assignment, but it's meaningful and it's going to be useful to the institute as well if adopted, and we hope that will achieve the aim of this anthem.
He composed it himself. Everything, every stanza.
To be honest and be modest in our quest for knowledge. Equality and easy must be the control. Their patient, modern, character and knowledge. Listen to
a sound proposed Afit anthem by our colleague and his crew members, and really hope it will be accepted by the management. The next is a speech by the United Nations Secretary General, which I am one, and it will follow. Head of State and Government, the United Nations President, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you all to this section of the United Nations General Assembly. I have been closely following dramatic events in Israel and Gaza. and I will never forget the images of the supercharged cycle of violence and of horror. I am in continuous contact with leaders in the region with an immediate focus on several key priorities. We must avoid spillover of the conflict. It is not always easy to speak in times like these. There has been too much violence and too much heartbreaking brutality. All lives are sacred and must be protected. The massacres need to stop. Families are being torn apart. I therefore appeal to all parties and those who have an influence over those parties to avoid any further escalation and spillover. I call for the immediate release and passage of humanitarian aid to Gaza. The people there are in terrible conditions. Civilians must be protected at all times. International humanitarian law must be upheld, as even wars have their laws. About 220,000 Palestinians are now sheltering in 92 United Nations refugee camps in the Middle East. United Nations premises and hospitals, schools and clinics must never be targeted. Crucial life-saving supplies, including fuel, food and water, must be allowed into Gaza. We need rapid and unimpeded humanitarian access now. I want to thank Egypt for its constructive engagement to facilitate humanitarian access through the Rafah crossing and to make the El Arish airport available for crucial assistance. There is no time to lose. Every moment counts, as every life matters. Thank you.
The United Nations General Assembly will officially kickstart by the speeches of every president, head of state, or representative of countries.
Standing on all existing protocols as observed, head of states, representatives, diplomats, envoys, the Assembly will hear an address by the Vice President of the United States of America. I hereby request protocol to kindly escort Our Excellency on behalf of the UN General Assembly. I have the honor to welcome Her Excellency, Excellency of the United States of America.
Okay, this gives it.
As the incumbent Vice President of the United States of America. Over the past few years, my state government have been accused severally of trampling on the rights of other countries. Some other ones in particular the plain. We've been accused of loving violence. My country is a very much honorable one. We've always respected the principle of pacta sunt servanda. We keep all agreements, which means all we ever do is based on agreements. Our assistance to Ukraine during the war, our provision of shelter, and every other thing we did. Although some of our good intentions have been overlooked just like North Korea did. But the United States of America is a generous one. We are always open to receive refugees. Lastly, I want to address the claims made about the United States of America being an oppressive hegemon. My state, under the concept of sovereignty, has every right to pursue our national interests, and sometimes this interest of ours may conflict with that of yours. It doesn't make us unreasonable. It's simply called conflicting interests. Therefore, I'll appreciate it if my nation be respected. Remember, we're all working together. No one is pointing fingers. Still, favoritism is inevitable. my nation will always be my concentration.
No, it's not
It seems like the president of South Africa just delivered her speech. But it seems like her speech is biased. But she mentioned something about North Korea, which seems like she's having an issue with them. But we'll see what goes on when the North Korean president gives her speech.
Le président des États-Unis, le président Joe Biden, vient de s'adresser aux Nations Unies. Malgré l'urgence de la question actuelle, la présidente des États-Unis s'excuse pour la nation des États-Unis qui pouvant sembler égoïstes, car leurs intérêts de son pays sont les pratiques. Et il sait convenance qu'être les pays de comprenant.
رئيس الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية جو بايدن حيث ألقى للتو خطابته في الجمعية النورد الجمعية العامة للأمم المتحدة على أزمات المناخ وضرورة العمل التعاون الفوري لحماية الكوكب والجيل القادم.
I here request protocol to kindly escort Her Excellency on behalf of this General Assembly. I have the honor to welcome Her Excellency, the Foreign Minister of the United Kingdom.
Mr. President, Your Excellencies, Head of States and Governments, here present, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, it is a great honor to be addressing the United Nations General Assembly on behalf of the United Kingdom. Our country has always been a great supporter of the United Nations and its mission to promote peace, justice and human rights. As Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, I'm determined that we will deliver the progress that people expect. I will lead a new Britain for a new era. As we say farewell to our late queen, the United Kingdom opens a new chapter, a new Carolingian age under His Majesty, King Charles III. We want this era to be one of hope and progress, one in which we defend the values of individual liberty, self-determination, and equality before the law. This must be a new era, where we commit to ourselves, to our citizens, and this institution that we will do whatever it takes to deliver for our people and defend our values. We are committed to working with our partners around the world to address the most pressing issues of our time, from climate change to global health and to conflict prevention. Britain's commitment to this is total. We would be a dynamic, reliable and trustworthy partner. Together with our friends and allies around the world, we'll continue to champion freedom, sovereignty and democracy. And together, we can define this new era as one of hope and progress. Thank you.
The Prime Minister of the United Kingdom just began, and he was assured the budgets of countries will work together in the issue of climate change and democracy.
Venir aussi est le premier ministre Sunak, le chef du gouvernement du Royaume-Uni. Félicitations suivant les promesses d'une nouvelle ère sous le rôle de Charles III et Macron.
في ترحيبها برئيس الوزراء سناك رئيس الحكومة.
The Assembly will now hear an address by the Foreign Minister of Russia. I hereby request protocol to please escort His Excellency, on behalf of this General Assembly, I have the honor to welcome the Foreign Minister to Russia.
Monsieur le Président, Privazoswa, Wawaga Sudan Spectravis Cheswa, Gaspulen General Secretary, Omajamil Taitamil Gaspara, Aprecias Gracias Maxi, Baglias Flashias Nepataches, at the grounds patronage.
You know the language of England.
Koka Maria Gil, subordinate to Toshio Torasia, Apreciate Bodosia Misno Assistant, Supao Kraina Pastarina. Non asososu net bataki unakoji na Malaysia. Kudaflipa kazet kibo katero lijen konoshe demokrasia. Kudaflipa kazet saudi katore mgre kwenye izabeli mkuchi kwa bondi demokrasia cheste. International demonstrations.
Is this a okay? What's it?
We are talking about the point to change the我就说我也搞我都知道。就我爸都有我就中国我是这个哎呀，我就觉得小婆婆，亲戚婆婆亲，长婆婆老板，都就我有的自己家我不就是跟爸爸就我他去我这张不把不家不也从不家就接就我方不家就
The Assembly will now hear an address by Her Excellency, the President of India. I request protocol and respect Her Excellency.
Suprahat, National Assembly, K. Adhyaksh Mahodi, Secretary General, Mem Satif Pratnihi, O Rajadut, Namaste.
Namaste. And that one we know.
Let me begin by expressing our facilitation to the President of the General Assembly, His Excellency Dennis Francis, and our fullest support to the 78th UNGS team of Rebuilding Trust, Reigniting Global Solidarity. This is an occasion to take stock of our achievements and challenges, even while sharing our aspirations and goals. And indeed, in regards to both, there is much that India has to share. Mr. President, the world is witnessing an exceptional period of turmoil. As it is, structural inequities and uneven development have imposed burdens on the global south. But stresses have aggravated by the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic and the repercussions of ongoing conflicts, tensions, disputes. As a result, socio-economic gains of recent years have rolled back. Resources for sustainable development are severely challenged, and many countries really struggle to make ends meet. Navigating the future appears even more daunting today. At this junction, it was with a sense of exceptional responsibility that India took up the presidency of the G20. Our vision of one Earth, one family, one future sought to focus on the key concerns of the many, not just the narrow interests of a few. In the words of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, it was to bridge divide, dismantle barriers, and sow seeds of collaboration that nourishable, where unity prevails over discord, and where shared destiny eclipses isolation. The New Delhi G20 Leaders Declaration articulates our collective ability to do so. Excellencies, friends, at a time when East-West polarization is so sharp and the North-South divide so deep, the New Delhi Summit also affirms diplomacy and dialogue as a collective solution. Namaste.
Prime Minister of Russia just devastated, following West China and India, and during the speech given by the President of India, she tried to underscore the urgency of the country working together with other countries, that the isolation era has ended, and this new era whereby India is going to stand as a country which is going to produce a lot to the world.
Le Premier ministre de la Russie, Sergei Lavrov, discussions sur les conflits continus en Palestine et leurs nombreuses pertes de vie. Ensuite, cet acte, le président de la Chine, Xi Jinping, son Excellence Vladimir
رئيس الوزراء إذا كان في روسيا عن السيادة على فلسطين ومسؤولية الإمام المتحدة. وبعد لقد ألقى الرئيس الصيني خطابته للتو على ضد أمريكية وبعد الهندي.
So if you're new, please don't forget to press that subscribe button, turn on your notifications so you can see my videos make a pop up. And this is the end of today's video. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.